Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Adjusting the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man. It's Hagan. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team today with what's been doing. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
Let's talk about Alabama. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Hagan. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to change this route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Coming out with it, it's Young. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
You know, it's a nice turn by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hagan. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd.
Alabama 14, BYU 7.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Dumps it to the back. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Running it to the right. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundred.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Working that left side now. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on third. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. They come into the season, #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You're dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely these freshmen have got to go.
He fires to the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell in.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Cougars have it with a first and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his tight end. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This time he's got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? BYU now into the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he's...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Young. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's going for it all. He's got it down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown tie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's caught downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots, and now it's paying off.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Hit as he throws. Got his man to the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Young. At midfield, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off play action on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll immediately call timeout. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the tight end. Going to the run to start this second half. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds his way for three out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half. And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Scott. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Hard running there. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
All right, let's get it.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Wants wants to throw. It's Russell. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down.
42 Spider.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw again. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his man, it's Brent. Bringing it back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, it's first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He's got him in the flat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2-9 Philly.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10.
Lasso.
Gives it on the option. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback.
14.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations. You can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down marker.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice game. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love.
Turning it on. Lowers those pads. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
On the snap, it's Riley. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.